and that once again shows that we are focused to finalize this war. The second objective was to discuss ceasefire. We exchanged on modalities, and our teams will be working on exchanging the details. The third objective was our president was expecting the high-level discussions in here, and I think the next step would be that the leaders-level meeting should be organized, and that would be our next step. So at this stage, we once again would like to reiterate Ukraine wants peace. Ukraine is focused to people, and we're able and capable to continue fight, but at the end of the day, we need to finalize this war. So thank you.
Of our leaders, of the President of Ukraine, of the United States, of the President of Turkey, and our European partners, Prime Ministers and Presidents. The tentative success of today's negotiations is still to be consolidated. That means that the pressure on the Russian Federation must continue. We should not really relax at this point. And there are many issues that can be resolved if only the leaders can meet, because given the complexity of the issues and given the nature of the Russian Federation, where practically every single issue that is at stake can only be resolved by President Putin, we are looking forward for having the summit sooner than later. The fact that one of the results of today's discussion is the possible exchange of 1,000 against 1,000 persons is an excellent news, potentially excellent news for 1,000 probably families in Ukraine. And if only for that result, we had to go here guided by our leaders. Thank you.
Наших переговорів це досягнення згоди російської сторони на повернення наших громадян, наших українців додому. Російська сторона погодилася здійснити обмін 1,000 осіб. Найближчим часом, а вже починаючи з сьогоднішнього дня, ми опрацьовуємо списки тих осіб, які будуть повернені на батьківщину. Ми маємо нормальний досвід роботи з російською стороною. Ви знаєте, що нам повернули тіла наших загиблих героїв. Через те ми будемо робити все для того, щоб кожен громадянин України повернувся додому. Ми їх чекаємо, ми будемо їх вітати і відповідно продовжимо нашу роботу з російською стороною. Дякую.
Which are the different issues unacceptable?
Yeah, again, I can reiterate. There were a number
Yes.
of
Which one?
issues. Look, I will leave it to history because still these are negotiations. Probably it's not for me here to officially talk about the content to this extent that you want. I can again reiterate the general mood and the outcome and the outline of this conversation. That yes, there were a number of things that, of course, were unacceptable. But again, the Ukrainian delegation took it with a very calm posture, understanding that this is something that Russians usually voice, and we were keeping to our line. This is very important. And role as a facilitator, as a very serious force in this world that can really help bring an end to the war. So we are most grateful. As to further context, you heard the members of the delegation. They will be considered later. I will also emphasize that Minister of Foreign Affairs Andriy Sybiga, together with the head of the presidential office Andriy Yermak, and with Rustem Umerov, they met with their Turkish counterparts today, including Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan and the head of the intelligence organization Ibrahim Kalin, and they had a very substantive conversation both about the Ukrainian-Turkish relations, but also about the peace efforts that we're trying to advance.
About China, what's your expectation on China's efforts for the ceasefire and peace talk? Because China and Brazil now recently has announced put forward the new announcement to support the peace talk. What's your view about this announcement?
Yes, so both China and Brazil consistently supported the idea of a ceasefire. They have been stating about this years and years before. And we would like to see their support now and their voice in their dialogue with Russia, because they have influence on Russia, to persuade them that the ceasefire, a full and durable ceasefire, not just a parade ceasefire or Easter ceasefire, a full, durable 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, we are ready for all of that. So we would like them to use their authoritative voice in their dialogue with Russia and persuade Russia this is something that you need to start with, the peace process.